He is a painter turned photographer who photographs some of the world's most beautiful and exclusive hotels and resorts. He is an artist of light who uses his talents to show a world from within his imagination. Hold on to your hat as we look into the creative mind of photographer Jeremy Mason McGraw.
When I look at other photography, I see two types of photographers. There's the technical ones that really understand all the technical aspects of taking a picture, and it's something that's it's a process through almost like math of how you get everything to be balanced and perfect. And then there are people that just are artists that learn photography and they shoot a lot of pictures. It's not so technical or planned out. I think I'm kind of I think I'm more of an artist in the way I approach photography. When I go into a room, the first thing I'm trying to figure out is without completely using the available resources, being the windows or the lamps that are in the room, like how do you make this into that ideal sort of moment that you can have feeling wise or lighting wise in this room. So is it when the sun comes up in the morning, and that first point when you wake up, and there's something just glorious about that, the way that natural light kind of feels in a room, particularly in the context of you're in this exotic place in this incredible hotel, and you just have this. I think really everything comes down to, I think I relate most things to the light. What I'm working on this weekend is for an exhibition that I've been wanting to put together. I used to design haunted houses with theme parks, and I like the fact that the whole vampires and kind of darker side of fantasy is getting very popular again with the movies that are out.
We are corresponding right now because that's what we're doing. We're exchanging ideas and talking and communicating.
I came up with a concept that involves, essentially it's a magazine called Eternal Beauty. And the idea is that I'm representing the type of work that I do commercially, but in a demon and vampire world. So all the images are, if there was a world of immortal creatures that never died and they feasted on humans and things like that, and they kind of lived in the underbelly of the, in the shadows of our current existence. And it was a real community, and they had a fashion magazine. What types of images would represent their pop culture? And so they're not literal, like they're not going to be holding up products or anything like that, but the tone of the types of images that you see in fashion and the types of things that you might see, just advertising clothing, advertising perfume, advertising shoes, advertising anything. There's a certain tone to commercial images that, the images that belong in ad campaigns. What would they look like in this world, and not in a campy kind of way, is a realistic kind of a way as I can. So what we're shooting today is a fire dress. I've been wanting to do the image for 3 years, and I've actually tried it unsuccessfully. The image just never looked right to me. There was a technical part of making a dress out of fire that I needed more experience to get to the point where I could do it.
Kind of like that, and you got just this dress just exploding into place. So that's the kind of the feel that we're going for. So I guess you have one foot like this and one foot like that, and then we'll just sort of play. But I might have you. I've got to figure out what the best way is to move you to get your hair to kind of bounce out a little bit. So you might have to go down and up or side or whatever, and we'll figure out what will work best with that look.
The images didn't look inspired. It looked like I was just trying to make a picture of somebody in a dress made out of fire, and then when this project came together, and I kind of got the full theme of it and realized who I had to work with and what I could do, realized the context would be perfect and that we would have this sort of underworld setting.
1, 2, 3,
and this really, really hot demon girl would be getting ready to maybe go out on the town, and she might be wearing a dress made out of fire. I mean, why not? I think I'm inspired by people that are into doing whatever they do. You know, so many people do things, but they're not really into it. You know, they're not passionate about it. And I really like talented people that have a passion for what they do, and it doesn't even matter what that is. You know, I really like meeting people and kind of learning what that motivation is and what inspires different people. And it's like recently I've started to shoot a lot of pictures of cars. I don't have any background in cars at all, and I started meeting these car collectors. And